History of Kia Motors. It's all about cars. Introduction. So viewers, I'm back with another video, but it is going to be on a different topic. This video isn't a review of any car. Please like, share and subscribe the channel to not miss any interesting videos in future. So let's start with today's video. History. Kia sounds surprisingly playful for a car manufacturer's name, and as the brand's tag line reads, they really are all about the power to surprise. In fact, the Korean car builder has done so from its very inception in 1944 when it began as a steel tubing and bicycle parts producer. 6 years later, Kia would reveal Korea's first bike. Once the first step was made, Kia rushed through the process of developing light means of transports, such as scooters, and fast forwarded through motorcycle building upon the point of reaching the necessary resources and experience to start building cars. The whole conversion of the process took Kia about 2.5 decades to complete. Bigger, richer, and propelled by the enthrallment of having their own car brand, Kia poured a considerable amount of cash into a plant to accommodate its assembly lines. By 1973, the new facility at Sohari saw completion, becoming Korea's first of its kind, fully integrated and equipped with the latest cutting, bolting, and welding machinery. The plant ulteriorly became the womb in which Core's first internal combustion gasoline engine would develop. The Kia built car, which was unveiled 1 year later, a medium passenger car named Brisa. Kia, sounding a debut and modern technology, caught the eye of different foreign producers, example Peugeot and Fiat, with whom it partnered to house production of some of their models such as Peugeot 604 and Fiat's 132. By the 80s, Kia had expanded to almost the size of its main competitor Hyundai, who was still the number one Korean producer. Some of Kia's newer models at the time were rebadged and marketed abroad, such as the Pride, which sold overseas as the Ford Festiva. Only a few years later, Ford would bring manifest interest in the Avila, a subcompact car available in a 5-door hatchback version and a 4-door sedan powered by either 1.3 or a 1.5 liter engine. The Avila was rebadged as the Ford Aspire on the Northern American market. The Korean manufacturer had not yet reached US shores on its own, but it was only a few strokes away. In 1992, the brand was incorporated into the US and timidly started business through a tiny Ford dealership network that sold its first vehicles in 1994. Ever since, Kia has been methodically expanding, reaching every state except North Dakota. The main selling point of Kia cars is affordability, which was later supplemented by Kia's expansion into other market segments through introduction of their first sport utility vehicle in 1995, the Sportage. From that point on, Kia suffered a fate very similar to that of Hyundai company. It would later blend into unsuccessful management of financial duties. Trouble began in the late 90s when the company became stagnant and thus unable to roll out new models. That's when Hyundai came into play. The major Korean car builder got rid of completion by means of merger. Both companies have experienced trouble and low sales due to reliability complaints over their vehicles. Somewhat bland styling was not exactly what buyers were looking for in the car either, so both had to undergo costly restructuring stages. Kia found itself rejuvenated by 2001 when following its owner's example. It started working on a new vehicle lineup with an emphasis on quality and long warranty offers. Ever since, Kia has been steadily conquering segments of the European market, especially through the Ceed, Sorento, and Rio models. The development of newer, bolder designs is also among Kia's priorities, predating a future lineup with the announcement of concepts such as the Soul, unveiled at the Montreal Auto Show in 2006, and the Key, a fresh coupe boasting strongly appealing style elements. History of production models. Now let's move on to the history of production models. Kia Sportage. And formation generation 7, first production year 2004, engines gasoline and diesel, body style SUV, sports utility vehicle. After 28 years since the Sportage's first generation, Kia unveiled the fifth sequel of its compact SUV with a version designed exclusively for the European market. The Sportage evolved a lot in its most 3 decades from a small off-road vehicle fitted with a transfer case and low-range gear to a practical SUV that could cope better with the urban traffic than the tracks and routes. Kia Carnival or Sedona. Information Generation 6, first production year 2002, engines gasoline and diesel, body style van. The 2021 Kia Carnival on the US soil was the moment when the Korean car maker placed its new logo onto a vehicle, and that was a large MPV. Minivans were not that much popular as they were in the late 90s, and the SUVs were the keys to success. Kia took a different approach and designed an MPV like an SUV or the other way around. Kia Stinger information generations 2, first production year 2017, engines gasoline and diesel. When Kia introduced the Stinger in 2017, it was like poking a wasp's nest with a stick, and the automotive world was in shock. It aimed directly at the Audi A5, BMW 4 Series GT customers. The Korean carmaker didn't want to make another ride car for common people. It tried and succeeded to build a driver's car with 4 doors. Kia Ceed information generations 2, first production year 2018, engines gasoline mild hybrid diesel, body style hatchback. After just 3 years on the market, the third generation of the Kia Ceed received a refreshed version with a revised exterior design and improved powertrains. When the Korean carmaker introduced its new logo and the new corporate image, most of its cars were new and still had the older badge. Along with their facelift versions, though they received the new clear logo. Kia Sorento information generation 7, first production year 2002, engines hybrid diesel and gasoline, body style SUV, sports utility vehicle. Most probably 10 years ago, we would have never thought that Kia would evolve the way they did over the past years. And since their cars became better and better, their cost increased as well. The Kia Sorento's price, launched in 2020, was the highest compared to the previous models and had a lot to offer. The most notable aspect is that the new Sorento offered 7 seats and that made it an ideal. Kia Picanto information generations 8, first production year 2004, engines, gasoline and diesel, body style hatchback. The smallest Koreans refreshed the tiniest Kia, the Picanto. Based on the same platform as the Hyundai i10, the little Picanto received an upgrade in 2020 due to the stricter Euro 6D norms, which imposed more safety systems. Beside the emission values, the smallest pony in the Kia stable meets the market with more features and a restyled look. Kia Optima or Magentis. Information Generations 8. First production year 2001. Engines gasoline, diesel, and hybrid gasoline. The Korean car maker Kia unveiled the fifth generation of the Optima K5 in 2019 as a 2020 model year. It was based on the same platform as the Hyundai Sonata. Despite the ascending trend for the SUV segment, Kia decided to keep the K5 sedan in its lineup for those who doesn't look for expeditions and does not need or want an SUV. Kia Niro Information Generations 4 First production year 2016 Engines gasoline, electric, hybrid and hybrid gasoline Body style SUV Sports utility vehicle Kia decided to give the successful Niro hybrid compact crossover with an early mild cycle facelift in 2019. An early with the model receiving a host of several exterior and interior enhancements alongside improved technology features. Kia Forte Information Generations 4 First production year 2009 Engines gasoline. The third generation of the Forte was introduced at the 2018 North American International Motor Show and it included cues inspired by the Stinger. The Forte was the Elantra sibling built by Kia and designed by Peter Skinder. The Forte was launched as a four-door sedan or a five-door fastback, featuring the same shape as the Hyundai Elantra fastback from other continents. Kia Optima Sportswagon Information Generations 2 First production year 2016 Engines diesel, gasoline and hybrid gasoline Body style wagon Station wagon estate combi touring Kia introduced the fourth generation of the Optima in 2016, and just 2 years later, the carmaker introduced a facelifted version at the 2018 Geneva Motor Show. The Korean carmaker was on the verge of improving its products and relentlessly worked on its models. Kia Rio hatchback. Information Generation 6 First production year 2005 Engines mild hybrid gasoline and diesel Body style hatchback In late 2020 Kia introduced the facelifted version of the subcompact range Rio. It brought a breath of fresh air to a car introduced in 2017. The fourth generation of Rio was designed in Kia's design centers from Russelsheim, Germany, and the California. It was no longer a car built for a low budget, but more of a car to offer the most for its price. Kia K9 Information Generations 2 First production year 2012 Engines gasoline. If the Stinger was considered a beautiful sedan, the K900 was definitely better than it. The K9 was fully redesigned for 2019 and we could say it was the enlarged Stinger brother. The exterior of the K9 was rather friendly than aggressive with standard full LED headlights and the already standard Kia grille. The producer said that the grille was designed to look like it's made of diamonds. Kia Proceed Information Generations 3 First production year 2007 Engines gasoline diesel Body type hatchback Unlike its two predecessors, the latest generation of the Kia Proceed has switched segments entirely. On the first two rise, Proceed was simply the name of a sportier three-door version of the five-door seed. Starting with 2018, the Kia Proceed is firstly less confusing to spell since it's Proceed now. Secondly, the car is now a five-door shooting brake model. Kia Soul. Information Generations 4 First production year 2008 Engines gasoline, electric and diesel Body style hatchback. The new Kia Soul was revealed at the Los Angeles Auto Show in 2018. The eccentric subcompact had been a success in the US market and the Soul reached its third generation. His boxy design was kept for the new model. However, the Kia Soul came with newly sculpted lines and futuristic lighting elements. Kia K9 Cadenza Generations 2, first production year 2013, engines gasoline. Kia unveiled its new K7 at the 2015 New York Motor Show in 2015 as a 2017 model year. It was a large sedan with a V6 engine under the hood and it was screaming for attention. Kia was known for building cheap and reliable cars. Only the idea that the Korean brand could produce a luxury vehicle was considered a joke. Kia Forte Fido Information Generations 3 First production year 2010 Engines gasoline Body type hatchback. Along with the sedan version, the 5-door Kia Forte, also known as the Forte 5, got updated for 2017. Like the sedan, the Forte's 5 front clip is highlighted by a wider version of the signature tiger nose grille similar to the one found on the all-new 2016 Optima. Kia Rondo Information Generations 2 First production year 2008 Engines gasoline and diesel Body style van. Kia followed the downsing trend on the third generation of the Rondo and it offered on specific markets with similar fuel efficient engines. The new generation replaced both the Sedona and the Rondo and showed a styling that matched the Kia lineup Tiger Nose signature grille. While the MPV segment was shrinking, there was still enough buyers to convince a few car makers. Kia Forte KOUP Information Generations 2 First production year 2009 Engines gasoline Body style coupe 2-door. In 2013 Kia launched the second generation of its compact coupe named KOUP. It is based on the Forte and it lost two doors on the way. It is a car addressed to younger people. It has two doors and five seats. The coupe entered in the sport compact coupe vehicles to get a slice of the market share. Kia Ceed Station Wagon Information Generations 2 First production year 2007 Engines diesel and gasoline Body style wagon Station wagon estate combi touring. The second generation Kia Ceed Sportswagon debuted at the 2012 Geneva Motor Show and it is said to be more sophisticated, efficient, refined, better equipped, and with a more engaging driving experience than the first generation. It is designed for those who want a stylish and capacious estate car with the smallest possible footprint, having only 4.5 meters in length. Kia Rio Sedan Information Generations 3 First production year 2005 Engines diesel and gasoline Joining Kia's lineup in 2011 the 5-door Rio Sedan ushers in the next chapter of the automaker's ongoing design LED transformation with eye-catching design advanced technologies and sophistication in a small car segment conceived at Kia's design studios in Irvine, California. The all-new Rio subcompact sedan and hatchback exhibit highly sculpted sloping shoulder lines and wedge-shaped Kia Stonic Information Generations 1 First production year 2017 Engines gasoline diesel body style SUV sports utility vehicle. new player in the compact crossover market, the Kia Stonic was a young, strong competitor to the Nissan Juke and the Renault Capture. The Kia Stonic was Kia's smallest SUV, smaller than both the Sportage and the Sorento. The Stonic had the same mechanical underpinnings as the Kia Rio hatchback, with which it shared its platform. Aesthetically, the attention was drawn by the tiger nose grille. Kia Proceed GT Information Generations 1 First production year 2013 Engines gasoline Body style hatchback. While some car makers choose to remove the rear doors and rename their new versions as a coupe, Kia took a different path. It chose the seat platform and installed a new bodywork on it, even if it was costlier, but the result was very good. The Proceed was the sportier version of the Seed. It was lower and featured with a different bumper design. Kia K5 Information Generations 1 First production year 2019 Engines gasoline. The Kia K5 Fastback combined the striking new design of Kia's global best-selling sedan with all new powertrain options, resulting in a sporty and svelte silhouette with the smart stream gasoline engines with transmissions and a new AWD system. For the first time on Kia's D segment sedan, K5 Fastback came with a new all-wheel drive system. Kia Seltos Information Generations 1 First production year 2019 Engines gasoline and diesel Body style SUV Sports utility vehicle. The well-known most popular car in the SUV segment in India, the Kia Seltos. Yes, here it is. Almost out of the blue, Kia decided to launch a new crossover with no predecessor. The Seltos was revealed at a special event in Delhi, India. The Seltos featured the third generation of the Kia's Smart Stream technology, which helped increasing the fuel efficiency and offered low CO2 emissions. Kia Telluride Information Generations 1 First production year 2019 Engines gasoline Body type SUV. The Kia Telluride was first presented in 2016 as a concept car, but the production of the five-doors SUV started in 2019. The car uses a 3.8-liter Lambda 2 gasoline V6 engine that delivers 296 HP connected with an 8-speed automatic transmission. The Kia Telluride is available in four trim levels: base, LX, S, mild level EX, and the top of the line SX with the option of front wheel or all wheel drive. Kia Cerato or Forte Information Generations 1 First production year 2013 Engines gasoline. The 2013 Kia Forte was a ride between the small Kia Rio and the small mid-size sedan Kia Optima, which made it good affair for a family. It had plenty of features to offer. Kia made a name of itself by offering decent prices for the decent vehicles. They might not have the best materials in the industry or the latest technology inside, but they are built to last on low running costs. Kia Borrego Mohave Information Generations 1 First production year 2009 Engines diesel or gasoline Body style SUV Sports utility vehicle. Kia introduced the mid-size Borrego as the 2009 model year, and it had a truck-type body on frame design. The Borrego wasn't necessarily the type of car missing from the American market. However, it was an affordable SUV that met some of the features of a luxurious car. Kia Picanto X line Information Generations 1 First production year 2017 Engines gasoline Body style hatchback. Kia expanded its Picanto lineup in 2017 by adding a new model, the Picanto X line. Lining up with trends, the X line is the crossover inspired Picanto, which is supposed to broaden the model's appealed through its rugged design. The rugged design, obtained through matte plastic moldings, is highlighted by contrast color packs and raised ground clearance to 156 mm. Kia Stonic GT line information generations 1 first production year 2020 engines gasoline body style SUV sports utility vehicle. A slight refresh for the Stonic shows that the small crossover Kia can be a faster looking vehicle. Even though it was not designed as a fast car, the crossover mania covered all the segments, filling the gaps left by station wagons and minivans on the market when those were not requested by the customers anymore. Kia EV6 information generations 1 first production year 2021 engines electric body style SUV sports utility vehicle. Kia opened a new chapter in its design philosophy when it unveiled its new EV6 model in 2021, a crossover that distanced itself from the Tiger Nose aesthetic concept. Karin Habib was held of the design of for BMW, Mercedes-Benz, back to BMW and then went to Infinity before joining the Hyundai Kia. The Lebanese Canadian designer was responsible for most success stories in the car design. Kia X-CEED information generations 1 first production year 2019 engines diesel and gasoline body type SUV sports utility vehicle. The facelifted version of the Kia X-CEED Sportswagon was received with great rumors at the end of 2019, and it is just the kind of crossover utility vehicle whose existence is hard to understand, but it is asked by a certain amount of customers, thinking they need a station wagon with a little bit of ground clearance and a huge front and rear overhangs. History of discontinued models. Kia Carens information generations 5 first production year 2000 engines gasoline diesel and natural gas body style van. The MPVs were usually bought out of the necessity to transport more people or to fit more luggages, and the design was not really a criteria. However, through the years, their design improved as well as they increased the number of interested buyers. It was the same for the Kia Carens, which was not only practical but also was a good looker. Kia CERATO or SPECTRA sedan. Information Generations 4 first production year 2004 engines diesel and gasoline. Kia introduced the first generation of the platform as the Hyundai Elantra. Just 3 years later, the Korean carmaker refreshed the lineup. It was designed mostly as a commuter car with enough interior room, a decent sized trunk, and not too many amenities to enhance the drive on long journeys. Kia JOICE information generations 1 first production year 1999 engines gasoline body style hatchback. Kia's evolution was aided by its partner Hyundai Motor Corporation. An ancestor to the Kia Carens, the Joyce was a small minivan that filled a spot on the market between a station wagon and a minivan. Technically, it may be called minivan, but it is fairly okay to call it a bigger station wagon. Hyundai gave platforms and engines to Kia to help it grow. Kia OPIRUS AMANTI information generations 2 first production year 2003 engines gasoline. Kia refreshed in 2007 its flagship sedan model, the Opirus or Amanti, bringing more luxurious and safety features in the standard trim, while others were available as an option with a redesigned front fascia. Kia hoped that it might get more customers into its showrooms to get an exclusive design. It was an interesting offer with a good price value factor but a design that could have been better. Kia SHUMA information generations 2 first production year 1998 engines gasoline. With the SHUMA, it was certainly a case of taking baby steps for Kia. The second generation SHUMA replaced the first one, which in turn replaced the previous model. The Mentor. Each model was more successful than its predecessor. The facelift of the Kia SHUMA came in 2001 with a better styling options meant to make the car more attractive. Kia Venga. Information Generations 2. First production year 2009. Engines diesel and gasoline. Body style hatchback. Revealed for the first time in 2009. Kia Venga was a 5-door high roof mini MPV. It was manufactured by the Korean company for European market and it was designed by Gregory Guillaume. The Kia Venga shared the platform with the Kia Soul. The facelifted version released in 2014 was unveiled at the Paris Motor Show. Thank you. Thank you. So viewers, how did you like this video? It was a totally different video. Please, I again request you to like, share and subscribe the channel. Please especially subscribe the channel. So, see you in the next video.